Hello everybody, welcome to my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. I thought I would do this video as a follow-up to my Charizard video earlier. So if you haven't seen that, I'll put the link in at the end of the video. Let me just be clear before we get into this video that no Pokemon evolution line will be in here twice. So if I were to pick Pikachu, I could not also have Raichu in a different spot, or Pichu in a different spot. It would only be one Pokemon from each evolution line, which makes it really hard. There is an exception to this, but you will see that when we get there, and that's because I have reasons for it. So, without further ado, enjoy the relaxing Pokemon music as we get into my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Number 10 is Faintup. Now, the first part of this list is more of I like the designs, not the accessibility in battle and such, or experience, more or less. I just think they're cute, and I really think Faintup's cute. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite Kalos Pokemon that I've ever seen. I think it's really cute. The story's kind of creepy behind it, but it's a really, really cute Pokemon, and I really like it for that aspect of it. I also like the Ghost and Grass typing with it, and I think that's really cool that what they did with this Pokemon. Moving on to number 9, which is Lucario. Yes, I'm surprised that it's number 9 too, but after going through my list, I had the 10 Pokemon picked out pretty easily, and then figuring out where to put everything. Lucario just fits in at number 9 on this list, mostly because I don't have much experience using Lucario, and what experience I do have, Lucario doesn't really shine for me. Yes, he's a Smash Bros. Player, and I played with him in that. I've also used Lucario in my Pearl playthrough, and as well as I got one in X and Y when we get one for the Mega Evolution part, and I used it a little bit, but not too much. So it's a really cool Pokemon. It's more nostalgia based for me, that's why I really like it. I really like the aura, like it being able to use aura and the aura Pokemon, and that whole backstory to it. It's very well explained in Pokemon The Mystery of Mew, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, the movie, that one. So go check that out if you have not seen that, and you'll see why Lucario is such a cool Pokemon. Number 8 is Gardevoir and Gallade. Yes, this is where I mean two of the same evolution line cannot be on the list in different spots. However, I did not break that technically because they're both number 8, only because I can't pick between the two of them. I like Gardevoir for a more special aspect, and I like Gallade for a more physical aspect, and that's the only difference between them, their stats, that way. And I really like the design of both. They're both very similar, and that's kind of why I can't really decide between them. Both are very great Pokemon, and I tend to use Gardevoir more than Gallade just because it's easier to access than Gallade is to me, because I think you have a Dawn or a Dusk Stone. I'm not really sure. I can't remember which one right now. But you have to have one of those to evolve Kirlia into Gallade. Number 7 is Umbreon. Surprisingly, Umbreon landed at number 7 for me. This Pokemon is I really like the design, and I really liked using it in let's see, what did I use it in? Pokemon Coliseum. I really liked using it in that. Nowadays, I don't really use Umbreon too much. I just think it's a cool looking Pokemon, mostly because it sets up. It's more of a setup Pokemon and installer than it is actually attacking and stuff. And I'm not really used to battling like that yet. But I think Umbreon's still a cool looking Pokemon. I really like the shiny form too, and I just think it's a really great Pokemon for any competitive team if you want to throw it on there. So have fun with it. Number 6 is Simeon. Now, this is the only Sun and Moon Pokemon that I have added to this list. It was very easy for me to add Simeon, especially after the wreckage in the Elite Four that it caused. I always could rely on Simeon in my playthrough, and it's a really great Pokemon in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think it's probably the best fighting type you can get in the Alola games, even though you can get every single one. But actually, it's the best Alola fighting type Pokemon. Maybe even the best fighting type Pokemon. I might go there and say that too. Like, yeah, there's probably better stat-wise and other things. But, you know, Simeon's my favorite, and we shared a lot of good experiences through my one playthrough of Sun, and it made a huge impact on me. So that just says how much Simeon means to me right there. So continue on to the top 5 now. We have Mudkip. Yes, I did talk about the Swampert and shoot, dang it, Marshtomp. In the other video, probably my favorite water type, so you can go check that out as well. But my favorite of the evolutionized Mudkip because it's just so darn cute. I mean, look at that face. You can't, like, it was hard for me not to pick this Pokemon through my first playthrough, and that's why I did pick it, because it's so darn cute. And then it evolves. It's sort of uglier when it gets to evolve, but you know, it's a cute Pokemon. It's really strong, and I really like the typing it finally gets at the end when you finally have a Swampert. Moving on to number 4 is Jolteon. Yes, I know what you're thinking, another evolution. Get used to it. I really like evolutions. Surprisingly, my favorite evolution when it first came out was Flareon, and then I realized how bad it sucked after I started using it for a while. But Jolteon's a really cool, reliable electric type Pokemon. Probably is the best electric type in my opinion for doing anything. Very fast speed, probably the fastest Eevee evolution speed. I'm not really sure if that's true or not. I'm just thinking it is. But you know, this Pokemon's really great special attack, really good in the first generation if you play those games, because speed is the crit hit ratio, so you know, it really boosts that and helps a lot through that game. Number 3 is Grovyle. Yes, I chose Sceptile and Trico line as number 3 spot. And out of them all, Grovyle's the coolest looking one, and I really like it. It's the perfect example of a middle stage evolution in my opinion. I might have said that before in a different video about another Pokemon, but you know, this one works too for that slot. It's a really cool looking Pokemon. I really like its relevance in the the Explorers of Time or Red or Blue, one of those ones. But it has a really good relevance in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game as being like the main one of the main characters that you have to go through the story with, and you meet and you see a lot of him. He's a really cool Pokemon. I'm not going to spoil that game for you if you haven't played it, but it's a really cool game. It's really difficult if you don't train a lot in the beginning, which I didn't know, and then I kind of failed every time I played it. But you know, this Pokemon's really cool to me. I always loved having a Grovyle on my team when I was playing through the Hoenn region. Yes, I did like Mudkip too. I wish I could have both at the same time, and I think I did at one point because I traded. But you know, these Pokemon I really like. Hoenn did a good job with their starter Pokemon, I just gotta say that. And I like Grovyle the best. It's not cute. Yeah, it's not cute. Trico wasn't really that cute either. And it's not like super strong looking like Sceptile kind of looks like, but it's kind of a cool mixed middle stage evolution. I just think it's perfect the way it is, and I don't really want to evolve it into a Sceptile most of the time because I don't really like the design of Sceptile too well. But Sceptile's a good Pokemon to use. I just really think Grovyle's the cooler looking one, and that's why he's on this list and not Sceptile or Trico. Moving on to number 2 is Vaporeon, my favorite Eevee evolution ever, because, you know, as I said, it used to be Flareon, but Flareon kind of sucked, and then I went to, I believe, I used to really like Jolteon at that point, and then Jolteon I didn't start using a lot, and what really sealed the deal for me to like Vaporeon so much right now, and probably for a long time, is because I was playing X and Y, and I did my first ever real competitive battle, and I had my team. If you haven't seen my X and Y team, of course it's on my channel, go find it somewhere. But I was losing really bad because I'm not really good at competitive battling at that point in my Pokemon career. But I was losing really bad, and I pulled out my Vaporeon as my last Pokemon because it was my strongest. And Vaporeon swept their entire team, destroyed everything. I set up with an Aqua Ring, and then it just kept going and going and going. And Vaporeon just won the whole match for me, and I really like Vaporeon for that. And I just really bonded with Vaporeon through that battle, going through that struggle 1-on-6. And Vaporeon is just a great water type Pokemon, and a really great evolution. Before I go to number 1 here, a few honorable mentions. Espeon, obviously, because it's a Psychic Eevee form. I really like the Psychic type, and Espeon is a really cool Pokemon that I enjoyed playing through Coliseum with. I think Ampharos was XD that I played through. Yeah, you got Ampharos in Pokemon XD. That's why I never really got a Jolteon in that game, because Ampharos is really cool, and I really liked Ampharos. So I played through it with that. I also used it in Soul Silver. Yeah, I don't think I used it in anything else, but it's a really good Pokemon, really strong, really powerful. I might have used it once in the new generation just to use the Mega Form, because the Mega Form is actually pretty beast as well, and then the Shiny Form is really cute as well. And if you don't know me well enough by now, you should know what my number 1 pick is, but just in case you don't, number 1 is Charizard. Duh. I said at the beginning of the video that I made this video in response to the Charizard video I made, which was, I call it the quote-unquote Charizard video, because I talk about Charizard a lot, and that's because I was talking about my mascot Pokemon, trying to figure out what I want to do with my channel with the mascot Pokemon, and I realized that Charizard is my best friend, and Charizard is my favorite Pokemon of all time, never will be replaced, and that's why Charizard was my mascot Pokemon in the first place, and that's why Charizard will continue to be my only mascot Pokemon. And before I ramble on for another like 12 or 15 minutes about Charizard again, I'm just going to refer you to that video, and I'm going to leave the annotation on the screen, so please go watch that once you're done with this video. That's all I have for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more content from me. Also, make sure you comment some of your favorite Pokemon in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about my choices, and don't bash too hard on any Pokemon if you don't like them and they made my list. Again, this is all biased, so it's just how I feel about these Pokemon and what I think are cool and what I really like as far as Pokemon is concerned. And I just want to see what you guys so please leave comments below on yours. And until next time, I'm ChaosMade006, and I will see you in the next video.